What will you experience at a Knock'em Dead comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knock'em Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Absolutely. Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knock'em Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
I had an awesome time.
All right. She had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knock'em Dead Comedy for your event today.
The Knock'em Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527.
Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci, and you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something, or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes, this is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sally on the Knock'em Dead radio show. They're going to keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Telling all your friends the party never ends.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Happy President's Day. Do people say Happy President's Day?
They should.
They should?
They should.
Okay. All right. Well, then, Happy President's Day, everybody. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show, live on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast Twitch channel. You see the graphic right above my head. Please follow the show and share the show and post a link everywhere and all that stuff you're supposed to do with social media stuff. How's that for sounding current? All that social media stuff. Thanks for joining us. Mo is here, everybody. Mo is here, everybody.
Hi.
Julie was supposed to be here, too. I don't know where she is. But, she's in Long Beach, and, Long Beach people are weird, so who knows what. She probably forgot. Right? Aren't they weird down in Long Beach?
They are the weirdest ever down in Long Beach.
There you go.
They think that they're so clever with their ocean.
Them and their ocean.
Beaches.
Yeah. And their boardwalk.
And they're impossible to find parking.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the truth.
And now they have that fancy levee. Crazy.
Yes. And then the funniest, Brian Paul was also supposed to be here. Brian got called into work. So he will not be here, and we'll miss him. But we'll get him
So does that
back.
mean that Brian's a president if he got called into work today?
Or a communist for working on an American holiday.
Oh.
Although, I have to say, I was shocked. My garbage got picked up this morning.
Well, congratulations.
Well, no, I just mean I was surprised those guys were working.
Hey, you know what? You're bragging now.
What?
Now you're just bragging. My garbage didn't get picked up this morning.
Does it usually get picked up on Mondays?
No.
Oh, well, there you go. Actually, I'm happy for those guys. They're getting overtime. So good for them.
Time and a half.
And I hope Brian's getting overtime, too, for getting called into... What was he, a nurse or something?
He's a president. Oh, you're right.
that's right.
No, that's right. He is a nurse. Mm-hmm. Yes, he is a nurse.
You were here the last time he was here.
Oh, my God, yes.
Talked about Cocaine Bear.
Yes.
That guy, he sends me at least once a week in regards to that Cocaine Bear. The guy has still not has gotten over it.
I haven't gotten over it either.
Really?
The funniest Brian Paul. You should be sending it to me.
Yeah, send it to her.
Send it to me too. I'm all about the Cocaine Bear. Seriously, just awesome concept. Awesome concept.
It's a true story.
Love that. I love that.
Is it out yet? I don't even know if the movie's out yet.
March 22nd.
Oh.
Something like that. No,
Wow.
I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for this. Like, I'm waiting for the second half of the season You to come up in the beginning of March.
The what?
You?
That's the name of the show? You?
You on Netflix?
Never heard of it. I swear to you, I've never heard of it.
Do you have Netflix?
I do. Y-O-U?
Yes.
You. Who's in it?
No, not. It's EWE. It's about the husbandry of sheep.
I don't know. Could have been just a letter U, like U-Haul. I don't know. You never know with these TV shows.
It is about a oddly fascinating stalker serial killer.
Oh, yeah, you're into that crazy dark shit. Who's in it? Anybody we know?
Penn Bagley, other people. The little girl who did who was also just Wednesday in the series.
Oh, okay. She's
anyway.
All right.
They're up to season 4, and it's one of those things where, shows, when you get past a certain number of seasons, there's a certain amount of information that you've already delivered on it.
Yeah.
So now they're just going like the full Agatha Christie route.
Oh.
So I like that. So I just can't wait for the second part of the season to come out.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Very nice.
And last night I started watching Bridgerton, the second season.
All right, that I've heard of. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
I'm just living up, taking a break from comedy by
Yep.
catching up on my binging.
That's all right.
TV, not drinking this time.
Oh, not yet. This time.
This time.
Yeah, don't start binging on that again.
No,
Mo
can't afford
Meltz.
to do that.
Yeah, we'll smack you around.
Promise.
Yeah, before the show's over. Andrew Frem, to get Cocaine Bear tickets, I had to wait on an enormous line. Then he says, all right, I didn't read this one yet, so let's see. So in other words, it's about Steve Rocco Perillo. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
What?
Oh, I think he's talking about the show You.
I
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I was going to. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Sure, we could see people however we want to see them, but there are two very distinct things that I absolutely do not think of when I think of Steve Rocco Perillo, and one is cocaine.
Yeah.
That is definitely not cocaine.
My guess is that. Oh, there she is.
Hi.
There she is.
Sorry, I brought you guys.
Starts at 11, just so you know.
Ooh, we got treats.
I got you guys.
What?
Ooh,
What'd you bring?
Donuts.
Donuts?
donuts.
Look at you.
This was her way of apologizing for
It
being
was.
late.
What kind of donut is that?
Jelly donut with the white powder on top.
Ah!
Sorry.
Where's the bear now?
Shit.
Yeah, right. We were just talking about.
And bear.
We were just talking about Cocaine Bear. There you go. I don't.
Booger sugar.
I don't have any.
Oh, your hair looks
Oh, wait.
so pretty.
Thank you. I grew it myself.
Do you water it every day?
No, I can't, because
Right.
then it would just be
I got.
ridiculous.
That's all I got right there.
Thank you.
She does have great hair, that Mo
Yeah,
Meltz.
it's really pretty.
Yes.
Thank you. You look nice.
Thanks.
Julie does look nice. Always looks nice.
Wow.
Hi, Julie.
Thanks. Hi, Tone.
I'm glad you're here.
I am too.
I want to. So we have Mo here. We have Julie here. Julie, who we can now officially call comedy producer.
Huh?
What's the matter? You all right today?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm good.
All right. Because, comedy producer. You produced a fantastic show the other night.
Thank you. There's a lot of work.
It was a lot of work, but I hope it was worth it for you
It was
because you
so
did a
worth
super
it.
job.
Well, thanks to you.
Thanks to you. You
Thanks
made it
to you.
happen.
Was this the one at the high school?
This was at the library.
The library.
Yes.
I was going to go there, but it started at like, what, 7:30?
Yes.
7:30.
I was already asleep.
Yeah.
I was already asleep, but absolutely the next time that you do that, I want to be a part
Thursday
of it.
nights is kind of a weird night, but I'm going to be starting the open mic though next month, which
Nice.
is cool.
That's
Spot
great.
as it had been.
No, at the library.
I love that.
It's a
Yeah,
great
nice
room, that
stage,
library. Yeah,
real-
nice stage.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had, at least 100 people?
144.
144. Very nice.
Were they all senior citizens?
Nah, I mean,
That was,
it
the
it was
most of
good.
them, but not all of them.
Okay.
Most of them.
But even still,
I didn't really notice.
And we talked about it after because we were in the green room and we saw that it was a lot of senior citizens. We were kind of wondering before the show, like, oh goodness, how is this going to go? And Teddy was in here on Friday.
Yeah, I know.
Teddy Smith, and he said it too. But we were talking about it after the show in the green room, where you wouldn't have known it was a senior citizen show. They were lively, and they laughed at everything. Yeah, they were an energetic bunch. It was a great time.
Because if there's a word I wouldn't put with senior citizens, it is lively.
Right.
No, we have nice patrons. They're pretty cool.
They're
nice.
very cool. It was a nice bunch.
And we told them, don't expect a PG show.
Oh, you did, huh?
Oh yeah.
But did you have to do it quietly because it was in the library?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there was that. In all seriousness, there was nothing like that. It wasn't. We didn't have to be clean. We didn't have to keep it quiet. I mean, it wasn't a library vibe.
Yeah.
It was a great.
Yeah,
it was a great time.
It's totally cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. We had one complaint. I think some woman wrote into Tom and said, "Someone took the Lord's name in vain," or something like that. And I'm like, okay. Like, we are a library. Like, everybody was. We ran the gamut of who was in that audience that night. I mean, I had Johnny Mystic is a freaking Satan worshiper. You know what I mean? So I had a cross on, so I tried to even out the but nah. Well, but Tom was like, dismissed it.
And it's not like you had it in a church.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So library, we love the spoken word. We love, we're not gonna.
Library, lively, senior citizens, Jesus. This is just how we're gonna go with this. I absolutely, Julie. Next time you do this, I'm definitely gonna attend.
It really was great. Julie hosted, Andy Flajanos, myself, and Laura Patton, headlining by Teddy Smith. It was really a great
I reached out
time.
to Teddy. I didn't even know he was friends with Laura Patton. Mm-hmm. I had no idea that they were like.
Oh yeah, they're tight.
Oh,
yeah.
Laura is just planting some damn deep roots in this comedy community.
She really is.
Laura's just
She just seemed
she's
to
out there.
She seemed to have come out of nowhere. Where all of a sudden she's everywhere, and again
She's
planting
got
roots,
that
like you said.
personality, she's got
Yes.
that strong.
Oh yeah.
just
personality.
No, just a very cool
She's a little
person.
intimidating.
Yeah, well, so am I. But the only difference is she's got like a foot and a half on me.
Oh yeah.
So
Me too,
You don't
actually.
intimidate me.
Karen, how do you pronounce Karen's last name? Dinan? Dinan? Dinan. She's watching. Hello, Karen. I had the pleasure of meeting Karen after that show on Thursday.
I know. How'd she get in the green room?
I think, yeah, she had some connections. But she wasn't your typical groupie. Like, she didn't get naked for me or anything. I was very upset about that.
Oh well.
Even
Sorry.
then, you brought Amy Schumer's mom to the green room.
I know, she was funny. I'm like, this is my friend Sandy, and she's like, you can go ahead and tell him my last name. I'm like, okay, Schumer. Like, okay.
We're in Long
she's
Beach.
awesome.
You're not the only one.
Exactly.
Is that where they're from, or did she move down there recently?
I mean, I don't know. I met Sandy so many years ago. I'm not sure where.
Okay. How long have you been there? 20-something years?
Yeah.
Where are you originally from? I forget.
Freeport.
Oh, that's right. Yes, of course.
We went
Yes.
from the Bronx to Baldwin to Freeport, and then I'm
Right.
in Long Beach now.
That's right. And you knew my cousin, right? Linda DiZerati? You knew Linda, didn't you?
That's your cousin?
You
Shit, I know
don't.
Linda.
No, you don't.
Oh my God, Linda is like out of all the banana bread recipes that are out there, I swear to God, it is all about Linda's. I'm fucking with you, Ted.
I know. I'm sitting there thinking, is she messing with me?
Oh my
Wait,
God.
where's Linda from? Baldwin?
Freeport.
No, I know Eileen.
Right.
Okay.
You know Eileen because Eileen, I don't know, Eileen said she knew my cousins, Linda and Michelle.
Maybe I
So.
know them if I saw them. I was very popular.
I mean, yes, of course you were. I don't know why I laughed at that.
Thank you
See,
so
that
much
I got.
for allowing us in your glow, in your light. I just let me shield
Let me
my
throw
eyes.
some
from the
shade.
So, you're doing another. So you're starting the open mic in May, and then
It's going to be
next
every
month.
single month. Every single month, the third Thursday of the month is going to be an open mic, and then I have
What is it
3
called?
more
An open
proper
what?
shows. Open mic.
Open what?
Mic.
Mic.
Isn't that what you call it?
Yeah, that is what you call it.
All right.
But it's not what you're sitting near. Get over to the mic, damn it.
Oh, for the love of Christ. We'll be doing an open mic every Thursday, the third Thursday of each month.
Nice.
We'll be having a proper show on May, and then again in August, and then again in November.
By proper, do you mean that we need to wear pants?
By proper, I mean I'll be paying the comedians. They'll be doing their time. It'll be a serious investment in my energies and creative endeavors.
Well, we wouldn't want you to exert yourself as you're going on about such things.
She
Why, I
should,
do only
because she
the
does a
two-
super
only the
job.
3 other shows. The
Yep.
open mic, I don't give
Listen
a
to the
shit.
American. He can't do it.
Oh, I can do it. I
can't do
produce
it.
shows, damn it. In fact, you've seen my produced shows.
He cannot have me Lucky Charms. This is not magically delicious.
Oh, well, I'm sure it
Right
is,
here,
actually.
lass, you are magically delicious, and
I like
You're
this.
a doll.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it.
I think she's hitting on you. So I think
That's
it's going on here.
nice.
Nice.
She looks really beautiful today.
She does.
I'm sure you dropped
She always does.
I was going to bring in, so the first time I ever met Mo was at that piece of crap open, I shouldn't say that, the cafe when I did that open mic thing. But like every week, like one comic would show up. So I would have my little clipboard and I saved everybody's, like I have Mo signed it.
Oh,
and,
that's
like,
cool.
And I saved it like forever. Like I'll save them forever, So one day I'll be like, look who showed up at my show.
Nice.
So
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
I was like, I'm like, this is it. She was like, okay. Like, there's
So-
nobody here.
So that means you got plenty of mic time then.
We actually had a lot of fun going back and forth also, because if it was just two kooky people who have a microphone and an open venue, I think I gave the world's greatest graduation speech.
I don't remember.
It was something, yeah. It was great. It was kooky, it was fun.
Kooky.
It was I like kooky. I like kooky. Kooky is solid. No, kooky is solid. It's not
yeah.
flighty. Flighty is,
Yes, agreed.
it's not stern. It's funner. It's just kooky.
I like kooky.
I like kooky.
I like that word, kooky.
I like kerfluffle. That's one of my new favorite words.
Or what?
Kerfluffle.
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 What-
Is it kerfluffle or kerfuffle?
Kerfluffle.
Okay.
I believe, and I am going to Google
Because
this.
Judge Judy says kerfuffle.
Who says that?
Judge Judy.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Is she still on?
Come on, Tony.
I don't know. She really?
Yeah.
My goodness. How old is she?
She's probably pushing 80.
Yeah, I would think so.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of who's still around and whatnot, we just in the comedy world, sad weekend, just lost Richard Belzer.
Yeah.
Richard Belzer, I feel he was on Law and Order SVU, and I do feel that kind of, not that it's a bad thing, but it definitely overshadowed his career because he started up in stand-up, and he did stand-up for many, many years. Even was, I think he was the very first guy to be the warm-up at Saturday Night Live. He definitely was the warm-up at Saturday Night Live. I don't know if he was the first one or not, but I believe he was. But, excuse me, a tremendous comedian.
Yeah.
Good actor on that show. He
had the conspiracy theory books.
Yes, but UFOs and whatnot. Yes, he was big on that stuff.
I'd love to know what he thought about what they're catching up there now. Oh, they catching up.
Yeah, I don't know. They haven't really said
car
yet.
in the sky shooting it down. What is it?
Yeah, the balloon. All yeah. Well, that we know what it is, but yeah, they're shooting down a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a shame. He had a lot of wisdom.
When I was 20 years ago, when I was sick, when I had cancer, I would go to the oncologist. I went to an oncologist in New York City, and we're sitting in the waiting room one day, and sure enough, boom, Richard Belzer walks in. He sits down, I mean, from here to the couch, and I'm just like an idiot. I'm just staring at him, like, holy shit, that's Richard Belzer. And I turned to my wife. I was like, that's Richard Belzer. And he was like, yeah, I think that is him. And he was all by himself, didn't say a word. You could tell from somebody's body language, and they don't want to talk, and they don't. I mean, we're in an oncology office, for crying out loud. Who does want to socialize? But the idiot that I am, I go into my appointment. They call me in. My oncologist walks in. My oncologist, she's great. She had a giant sense of humor. She was a great person and a great oncologist. Saved my life, basically. But I said to her, that's Richard Belzer out there. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, in the lobby is Richard Belzer. I go, and of course, again, I'm an idiot. I'm like, he's not sick, is he? And she's like, and I was just going on and on. Is he just picking somebody up? Like what? Finally, she's like, yeah, it's his brother. Now we got to move on. I'm like, oh, all right. Now, before my next appointment, sure enough, it came out. Richard Belzer has announced that he's been suffering from whatever cancer he had at the time. And, of course, that's when it hits me. I was like, of course, she can't talk about her patients.
It's an anonymous program.
Right. And, patient-doctor confidentiality and all that. So, of course, I felt like an idiot. So the next appointment I went to, I was like, I owe you an apology. I said, I should have known you couldn't talk about your patients, and I didn't mean to bother you so much about Richard Belzer. And she did. She rolled her eyes. She's like, yeah, you're an idiot. Of course I couldn't tell you. She goes, but now that it's public, yeah, I can acknowledge it. She goes, I'm not going to tell you anything more than that. But, yeah, I used to see him from time to time in there. Every time he would just sit there, look down. He didn't want to know nobody. So I never bothered him, but I felt bad for him because he looked, I mean, this is 20 years ago, and even then he looked sick. And and then I read yesterday that apparently he's had health issues, a lot of health issues in the past 20 years or so. So I hope the guy didn't suffer for 20 years, but yeah, still sad. Either way, sad that he passed. And that's that. There's the funniest Brian Paul. So you're at work, but you can comment. Son of a bitch. He says, yeah, it was a sad loss. So sorry I'm not there with you ladies today. But vacation days and healthcare don't always cooperate with each other. And then there's Jeff Bosey who says good morning. Good morning, Jeff Bosey.
Good morning, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Jeff Bosey, recently retired comedian. Although I've been hearing some rumblings.
I know. I've been hearing rumblings too.
Have you? Yes, I've been
retired.
Jeff retired in December. New Year's Eve was his final stand-up performance, and then he also gave up the Long Island comedy scene Facebook page. He started it, and he was the admin.
Right.
He gave that up. He gave up performing stand-up.
Okay.
Yeah, and he said he was done. But, yeah, just in the past week or so, I've been starting to hear things.
Wait, did he take his ball and go home?
His what?
Did he take his ball and go home?
Yes, he did. He said, "Screw you guys, I'm going home."
Oh my God.
Yep.
Jeff, what the hell, man? You didn't tell me.
Oh yeah. Yep. But I didn't believe it right from the start. And now I'm starting to think it was like a publicity stunt.
Oh, so, what, now he's doing like a Diana Ross? He's just going to have a comeback?
He's going to have the final farewell tour. The final farewell #1 at the Giggle Room. Final farewell #2. But yeah, and then he points out, but he still does murder mysteries. Yes, he does. Jeff performing. We did a show, so your show was Thursday. The night before, Wednesday, at that meatball place, we did a show, and it was fantastic. We had a great crowd, and we'll be back there May 10th, I believe it is. Yeah, and you can see Jeff in a dress.
And what'd you say you could do at the library? A game show?
Yeah, if you want us to put together a game show, we have a game show at Knock 'em Dead Comedy. We come with the podium. It's, where two people face off. It's got the digital scoreboard.
Family Feud?
Like that podium in Family Feud, yes, just like that. And we ask random trivia questions, and we could, and then it's up to the venue where we perform if they want to do prizes or something, or we just play for fun. But we don't just sit there and ask questions. Sometimes the questions are silly. If their answers are really ridiculous, we'll stop and make fun, and we joke. We do a lot of joking around. It's a comedic game show. We have a great time. But it's an hour of trivia questions. It's a lot of fun. We have a good time. Of course. Ooh, I like the way you said that.
Part of that.
Ooh.
Can I be part of it with both of you?
Are we still talking about the game show?
No. She's hot.
I know.
Look at you.
Oh my goodness.
What can I say? It's the fiery red hair. It's full of secrets.
And the beautiful skin, the porcelain skin, and the perfect straight nose.
Are you gonna go old Jeffrey Dahmer on me?
What?
No.
She's talking about how beautiful you are. She's like hitting on you, and then you go Jeffrey Dahmer.
I have a history of abuse.
I'm not like attracted to women sexually.
Damn it!
I'm just a girl's girl, and I appreciate.
I appreciate another strong woman who could just be like, look, that's fierce, and I appreciate you for that too. This is how I try to raise my children to be. That's why I try to, if we could all just be nice to each other,
absolutely
especially
right.
the women. If we could just all support each other, like if you have that extra tampon in your bag, ladies, and you're at the club, just do the right thing. Just put it under the stool. They need it.
Give it to Tiger.
Karen. You said Dinan? You said
Tiger. Oh, Dinan.
Dinan,
I meant
yeah.
Tiger Woods. Remember he handed off the tampon?
Yes, I do remember that.
Karen Dinan.
She says, good morning. I don't know. We were talking about you before, Karen. So I don't know why. Maybe she left and came back. I don't know. Andrew Fremder, this podcast is becoming hard to watch. Get it? Johnny Lambros says he misses Moe's big poofy afro.
It'll come back, Johnny. Don't worry. That's my winter look. I'm sorry, that's my summer look. This is my, I can control it a little bit more.
Both look great. Johnny Lambros is coming in here. Speaking of Jeffrey Dahmer, Johnny Lambros is coming in here. When are you coming in? Thursday, I think it is. I'm a little scared. Johnny's never been in here. This will be the first time Johnny's on this show. Am I going to survive?
You know what? I might just take a few hours off from work so I could be here.
Ooh.
If that's okay with you, Johnny. Johnny, it's up to you.
Well,
I'm going to leave this up to you.
It gets better.
Yeah.
John LaRocchia will also be here that day.
Oh, my God.
What day is this?
Thursday. This Thursday.
I'll be at work.
Well, you'll have some...
John's on my next show, I think.
Your next show in May at the library? Oh, nice. He's fantastic.
He does the fundraising, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The Laughter Saves Lives fundraisers for... he's a retired New York City fireman. Then he does a lot of charity work for them, and that's why he's coming in to promote.
I saw
something.
him. I never knew who he was, and I saw him at that Mandy show. Mandy does that show in
Wildflowers.
Hempstead.
Geez.
Yeah. So I'm just like watching the comedians, and LaRocchia gets up, and they have some kind of a weird light, that switches colors. So he cracked me up because he kept going, Now I'm red. Now I'm blue. Now I'm yellow. And it was just the simplest little thing, but it just had me laughing. I'm like, give me a card.
John's great. He's really great. Karen says, yeah, it's a long I. Dine-in. Okay, cool. Brian Paul says, Fremder, you don't get hard at your age. And then Fremder says, at my age, it's like taking Viagra plus X-Lax. I don't know if I'm coming or going.
Yeah.
Johnny Lambros says, yes, it's Thursday. And he said, Mo, I'd love to see you.
Oh, Johnny, absolutely.
And then Brian Paul says, Johnny is good people. And then Brian Paul says he hopes Lambros body slams someone. See, that's exactly why I'm scared. You want Johnny Lambros to body slam you?
I would do it. I would take it for the team, and I would do it for you, Johnny.
Really?
Yes.
Now Johnny's probably running here right now. Fremder says, all right, let's cut to the chase. Let's cut to the chase. Could I see some tits? Oh, my goodness.
It's your show, Tony. You go first.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, not bad.
Fuzzy.
You should get them pierced. I think that's sexy on a man.
Really?
Yeah.
Are yours pierced?
No. I don't think it's sexy on a woman. I mean...
I'll do it if you do it, but you go first.
Get my nipple pierced?
Yeah.
No, I won't do it.
All right, then forget it.
Okay, forget it.
Mo always volunteers to take it for the team, says Brian Paul. Wow, how quickly you volunteered to get body slammed by Johnny Lambros. Yep.
He's the nicest guy ever. He is the absolute nicest guy ever.
Okay.
And I am pretty sure that he is well trained in the art of,
Body
entertainment.
Well, yeah, he has a wrestling background.
He sure does. So you know what? If anyone's gonna know how to do it, it's like you go to to the male review show, right? Where the men are dancing with the G-strings and they got all the muscles and stuff like that. And if you're one of the if you're the bride that's there, they put you up on stage and but let me just tell you what these guys do. Like a pizza, they were tossing me up over their heads.
Really?
It was like fresh out of like a Liza Minnelli musical number. It was all of that fabulous hunkiness and then just little old me right in the middle of it. Oh, it was absolutely delightful. So, seeing as how that exists, I have every confidence in Johnny that he could be gentlemanly and appropriate.
So you're willing to get body slammed by Johnny Ambrose, and now you're just comparing him to a male review dancer. There's some deep stuff going on here. Johnny, man, you're in, Johnny. Wow. Would you body slam me right now?
You're so much bigger than me.
Yeah? What does that mean?
No.
Damn it.
No, you're fragile.
I'm fragile?
You're fragile.
What, you afraid another limb's going to fall off or something? Would you body slam me?
I could probably lift you if you took that leg off. I could probably get you on a good angle like that, and I'd just be like, bam.
This thing it's not really, well, it is a little heavy.
For the angle, I would need that gone. I'm going to grab you right on your stump, and I'm going to go right down on you.
Sounds like you've thought about this.
I'm thinking about it now. That you're
This is the weirdest show ever.
You're the one that wants a big body.
Okay, I bet we could run to Walmart, get a kiddie pool, and a whole lot of KY or whatever else, and just make this a governor's podcasting event.
I'm in.
That sounds messy.
Messy's good.
They did just redo the floor.
So long as he's going in the KY pool.
I thought all three of us were.
I don't want to get that shit on me.
Jello. It'll be Jello. How about Jello? Who doesn't love Jello? Jello.
I have to think about it.
Okay.
I don't. It sounds really messy.
We could do it. We could do like what the kids do. We could do the bubble things, like the bubble tea, the little tapioca. The tapioca.
Or the balls.
Yes.
The ball things.
Yes.
Yeah, those aren't messy.
We will make it an adult ball pit.
An adult ball pit. That's better.
Oh, that sounds like fun too.
Yeah.
Wow.
What happens in the ball pit?
That's right.
Needs Lysol.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah, Brian Paul says he's punching out of work and he's going to head over here. Wow.
Bring a pool.
That's right, Brian. Yep, bring the pool. We're not letting you in.
And bubble tea.
Are you off today?
No, I got to work.
The library is open today? All right, what's going on here?
It's President's Day. I don't know.
Right. So
Is
they
it
should
a federal holiday?
Yeah.
I'm off.
I don't know why
She's off. There's no mail today, but that's what we were talking about before you got here. But my garbage man showed up, but I didn't put my garbage out. So I don't know what's going on here.
No, I don't want to go to work today, though.
So don't.
I know. What should I do? Should I just, call in right now, tell them I had a car accident?
What the hell?
Do you want us to speak on your behalf also with it?
I'll say this is Julie's dad.
No, we don't
Julie
even...
can't come in today.
You know, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking the class at the Comedy Cellar.
Nice.
Yeah, and we start on, the first class is Mother's Day.
What is going on here?
My mother's dead, so it's perfect. And then the graduation class is Father's Day, and my father's dead, so it's like...
But why all
I'm
these things?
probably the only one that's doing it. And every class I ever take, there's 3 people in my class.
But that's
I'm never
perfect.
gonna meet friends.
That's perfect. Like a nice one-on-one lesson. That's perfect.
This is why I'm a producer, because it's a solo job. I met no friends in comedy except for you guys.
Come on, stop that.
shucks.
That's not true.
Aw, we like you.
I meant yes, we're your friends. I just realized what I said. I made it sound like I said that's not true, like we're not friends. Yes, I'm just saying we're not the only two.
You really should not be left alone with a microphone. Really, you just... You
I'm not disagreeing.
No, you need a co-host. You need a partner.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need some structure to this.
I need a whole lot. Trust me, there's a lot
with
of
the
need.
screen?
I don't know what's going on in here. And as the viewers know, past few weeks we've been having internet issues, but it's not on our end. It's on Verizon's end. And I'm actually mad because it was
Verizon.
Well, yeah. It was two Wednesdays ago. The internet went out, and there were 2 shows on that Wednesday night, and neither one of them could go on. Then then the next morning I couldn't do my show because the internet was still out. Then I had to cancel Peter Bales and Jackie the Joke Man and Andy Plajanos because they were supposed to be in here on that Friday, and it still wasn't fixed. So I spent hours, literally hours on the phone with Verizon. They couldn't get it fixed. They admitted it was something on their end, and they finally fixed it. Sure enough, this past Wednesday again, it was a Wednesday again. It happened all over again. And this past Wednesday, I was supposed to have 3 shows on at night. Then I had to cancel my show Thursday. Friday, we were able to do our show in here, but because they fixed it. They admitted it was on their end. But we've been getting text messages from Verizon all weekend. The outage is part of a mass outage, and Verizon will have it fixed. And every time I get the text message, the date is different. So I was like, I wonder if the problem, it's still going on. So I came in here this morning not knowing what to expect. So this is working, but as you see, like you noticed before, the TVs are all wonky. They're blinking, they're going in, cutting in and out. That screen over there, I can't even get that TV on. And then, this one, I could try it, but
It's some bullshit, Tony.
Wait. We got 1, 2,
Sorry, I
3,
asked.
4, 5, 6. You have 1 out of 6 screens in here working properly.
excuse me. Well, this one I didn't turn on.
Oh my God, there's more information he's providing.
But yeah, all right. But
This is the description of going through troubleshooting on the grand scale of.
I talk about it all the time on the show here. How all the problems. Oh, I think we might be working.
Oh, we're working
on that screen.
Look at that happiness of miss. Okay.
All right, let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, so let's see if we get the Twitch.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, in the meantime, while people are hopefully sitting here watching us, trying to be,
do this all the time.
all kinds of trustworthy and stuff like that.
So,
I would like to eat my donut, but I'm wearing black.
What does that mean? Oh, you're afraid you're gonna get the white powder all over you?
Yes.
Well, then that's what the napkin's for.
No, what am I supposed to do? Tuck it in?
Yes.
Get naked.
Or there's that. Or there's that. I'm going to go for the tucking it in method. I didn't even think of that.
All right, seriously,
how
should I just
proper.
call and tell them I'm not coming to work today?
Do we have one with a lobster?
Oh, I should have got a lobster.
You
bib.
should have gotten me a lobster bib, Julie, I tell you. Right, hang on. I forgot I have nothing to tuck it into unless I go down
I
here.
think it's too
I was
late
going to
for
say, you got
people.
plenty to tuck it into.
Okay. Now I also don't want to make a mess on the lovely, squeaky clean, and definitely.
I definitely want to bring like a vacuum in here and like cleaning products.
Yeah,
I wouldn't leave it here though. I wouldn't leave a vacuum cleaner here because you just don't know what it could be used for. And I'm sure not too much of it'll be actually like cleaning.
So last week when I had to cancel Thursday's show, the guest on the show was supposed to be Eric Shevlin, who actually started this show with me back in 2018. He did the show for the first 2 years, and then he moved on. It was his first time back in 3 years. And then we couldn't do the show because of the internet issues. The reason I bring that up is because when he was here, we tried recording it, and we just had issues, so we abandoned the whole thing. But when he was here, he claimed that he bought a vacuum specifically for this. He claims he left it here. I don't recall that. I'm not saying he's wrong or lying. I just don't recall it. But I used to ask these guys for a vacuum so I can vacuum in here, and they said they didn't have one. And then Sally used to bring her own vacuum in here, like, I don't know, like once every couple of weeks, and she would vacuum. So, yeah, I'm going to have to start doing that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna have to
help
start
you one
bring-
day if you want. You need to like dust.
Yeah, these air conditioning vents need to be dusted. Yeah, I got some work to do.
Sorry, I point shit out like that.
Why don't you guys come to my house?
I know.
Please. I have a dog and 2 teenagers.
That's what I did. Yeah, I didn't leave my house yesterday. I stayed in all day and cleaned.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
This is a very good donut.
I know.
Where's it from?
Country Boy Bakery in Long Beach.
You can tell that this is like a real deal donut.
Yeah, it's yummy.
Yeah.
I love that.
Am I all powdery?
No. Honest.
Maybe
a little bit. Look right there.
Oh.
Nut.
I love that you pointed at my crotch and said nut. All right. That was not an instruction.
Oh, my goodness. All right, Fremder, you guys clean that place up. You dirty it up with that pool orgy you were talking about. Oh, I get it. Clean it before we dirty it up with the pool orgy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, see, Fremder's trying to go back to that. You know how many people would probably show up here if we were doing that? I got to... you all right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just looking at you frozen like this.
I'm
You're just a mess here, aren't you?
I am a mess. But you know what? If Kylie Jenner, somebody got praised for eating like an Oreo in front of people. So you know what, ladies?
Why was she praised for eating an Oreo?
Because that's what fat people do, apparently.
Is she fat? I don't know.
What fucking rock do you live under?
She's not fat.
No, Kendall Jenner. Kendall. The skinny model. She's like...
I don't follow that Jenner Kardashian bullshit. I don't follow any of that stuff.
All right, whatever. So now here's just some time of me eating a donut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the other day, I forget what day it was that I was here. I think it might have been Thursday. I was here, and when I left, I saw the weirdest thing outside.
Was it a Chinese balloon?
No, but I think it was a Chinese man, actually. I think it was, actually. I swear, I think it was. He was walking through the parking lot back here. And for those of you who don't know, it's a huge parking lot back here. There's a high school behind us. There's a shopping center in front of us. It's a huge parking lot. And I'm walking to my car, and I see this man. He's pushing a stroller right in the middle of the parking lot, like smack dab in the middle.
A baby stroller.
Yes, as opposed to an adult stroller?
A puppy stroller.
A puppy stroller.
Yeah, that's right. As opposed to a puppy stroller.
Maybe it was a kid in a puppy stroller. I don't know. But there was a kid in the stroller. And he's pushing it, and he gets... So he's over here on the side of the deli here, right? And it's all... And it's open. Not a lot of cars. But he stops right in the middle of the parking lot, and he unbuckles the stroller. The kid gets out. this kid 3 tops. I think he was even younger. But he immediately, the guy takes him out. The kid just takes off. So there's a father. He's messing with whatever. And the kid's taking off. All right, so yeah, the front of the club is this way. So you guys know right in front of the club is like a main strip of the parking lot. This kid is he's just going. Cars in both directions are now slowing up because now the guy starts yelling. The kid comes back, so now the cars are held up again because the kid turned around and went back. So now they're walking together. They go past the main strip, thank goodness. But then he lets them free again. And all the birds are over there, and the kid's running through the birds, and the birds are flying. And that's what hit me. I was like, does this guy think we're in the middle of a park? Like, I don't know. To me, it was just a really strange thing that he let this kid running around.
Maybe he just had enough of the kid's shit in the car on the way over. And he's just like, figured, you know what?
People just think I'm dumb.
Maybe it's not his kid. It's just some random stroller he grabbed.
You don't kidnap a kid just to set them free in a parking lot.
He wanted to experience it for once in his life. Like?
I don't know who this blippy guy is, but I've had enough of him already. Let's just go.
I just thought it was the weirdest thing.
Cocoa melon my ass.
Oh, Fremder, oh my goodness. He says Chinese babies are annoying. Yes, I got it working. Yeah, you see now you can see.
Oh, Chinese babies are so cute.
Right, there you go. The funniest Brian Paul says there is a population population crisis in China. Yeah.
So
get rid of them here, and so more can come here. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
No. I'd like to navigate away from the from the children being squished in parking lots.
Yeah, well, that's my point. I thought it was the weirdest thing that he would set him free right in the middle of a parking lot.
I'm telling you that kid just asked for one too many goldfish crackers. Like that was it. Dad just hit his point. He's like, I haven't eaten a hot meal in 3 years.
Wow, there's a lot of hatred going on here on these comments. Jeez, I'm even afraid. Oh my goodness, Fremder, stop it! Yeah, I'm not even reading them anymore. See, there.
You broke it.
Let me see if I get it back. Also, other sad news, and I know Julie, she enjoys the Mets. Are you a baseball fan?
I don't like hockey.
Baseball lost a great player and announcer the other day. Tim McCarver passed away.
Aww.
You didn't know that?
I saw his picture. I figured, maybe.
Yeah, he passed. 81 years old. One of the best announcers. He was a great player, but he definitely made his mark as an announcer. He was fantastic. Called Met games for many years. Called Yankee games for a while. Johnny Lambros is asking if Fremder is a comic. No.
Fremder is comic adjacent.
Yeah, all right, yes. I agree.
He's comic adjacent. He's one of our super fans. Like if there was a Comic-Con of governors, he would be there in full costume every time. Accurate?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
It is accurate. Let's see. Oh, I don't have.
Did I just completely set myself up to allow Johnny Lambros to body slam me on Thursday?
Yes, you did.
And now I have to follow through with this because
yes,
I said it.
You certainly did. And yeah, you said it. Don't let us down. We're doing it.
All right. Text me on Thursday morning and remind me to stretch.
All right. I will.
If not, this is gonna hurt.
Well, why don't you come in here and stretch first?
Because that will take away the mystery of what makes my body work.
Well, no, it'd probably just add to my mystery, trying to figure out that mystery.
Oh, okay. So you just wanted me to hand you the answers. You don't want to work for the answers.
Oh, I'll work for it.
Uh-huh. He just wants me to hand him the answers.
He wants you to hand him something.
Johnny Lambros says he is not going to body slam you.
You're my boy, Johnny.
John, well, now you ruined the whole thing, Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny.
Do it for Johnny.
Look at you all proud of yourself.
Stay golden, pony boy.
That reminds you. Who was telling me the other day that Ralph Macchio wears a hairpiece?
Okay, good for him.
I don't know. You talking about pony boy and all that just reminded me of that.
You know what? I heard Ralph Macchio's like the nicest guy ever too.
Yeah,
Yes,
I've heard that too.
Nicest guy. Maybe not the nicest guy ever, but like.
But
he
yeah,
seems
really
pretty
nice.
Chill. Yeah.
Nice Long Island guy.
Exactly.
Fremder, I used to date a chick that was into baseball, especially the 7th inning stretch.
You can't make it 7 innings, Fremder.
Now that's a good answer.
No,
right
seriously, you'll be lucky if you get past warm-ups. Can we just... Boy, you are not a closer.
there. Nice. Wow. You seem to know a lot about that.
Rapid fire. Right
I know. I see that. Wow.
See, that's what happens when I'm unrestricted and I get to just
You are
open
definitely
up on
not.
people.
Yep. You can open up all you want. You are not restricted here. All right. So one thing, I'm just looking at my list here of stuff to talk about. Oh, all right. You know, we didn't talk about.
Don't you point that finger
Sorry.
at me. You don't know where that finger's been.
Yeah, that's true. I don't. I wanted to. So yeah, we were talking about before we went on the air. Do you know who Don Lemon is, Jules?
Don Lemon?
Don Lemon.
I don't think so.
He's a newscaster on, I believe it's CNN. He does he's one of those political commentators.
Okay.
So he was doing an interview where he was asked his thoughts on, there's a woman named Nikki Haley who's announced that she's running for president. Now, forgive me, I don't know who she is. I know she's an elected official, but I don't know for what state. I don't know exactly what her title is. Anyway, she's announced her candidacy for president in the election next year. So when Don Lemon was asked about it, he said, a woman is considered to be in their prime, in their 20s and 30s, and maybe their 40s. What? When he was asked to clarify what he meant, he replied, if you Google when is a woman in her prime, it'll say 20s, 30s, and 40s. Thoughts, ladies?
That guy's an idiot. It's moronic.
I don't know what the... I feel that every age of a woman comes with its own...
perfection.
Progress. Exactly. Like your physical peak is in your 20s. You know, your teenagers, your 20s. But your sexual peak is in your 30s and 40s.
Nice.
But
I thought it was later than that. I thought your sexual peak comes for a woman later.
I don't know. But all I know is it wasn't very good until I was in my 30s.
All I know is I need something to look forward to. But I think it's also individual. I mean, you can't say, I think, well, maybe I'm not in better shape than I was when I was in my 20s.
You're in great shape.
But you know, you never know. A woman, my mother was a runner her whole life. She was in her, like, peak performance when she was, like, 60. She won marathons.
Who is this?
So, my mommy.
She won marathons?
Long Island Marathon.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You could win that?
Half a marathon.
I didn't
Well,
know that.
she won in her age bracket.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
That's still pretty amazing.
That is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't think that there's any peaking of women at any.
Yeah, Don
you know,
Lemon.
It depends on who you are and your.
Maybe just with relation to the context of it, as in political leadership, this guy, you know, he's not asking for the best trapeze artist at the circus. I have no idea where it's almost the same thing, though, right? The presidency and the trapeze artist at the circus.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
At a certain age, I think all humans start, their brain cells just start to die. You
Yes.
know? So you can't have these old men being president.
I agree with that.
You know, get younger people up in.
I think it's a shame that both sides, the best they had to offer in the last election, were two men in their 70s.
Yeah.
Out of touch.
Out of
People.
touch. Out of touch.
You're out of time. I'm out of touch.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know. But the structure also that is setting up these future leaders has finally been made available to anyone who is not a not so old yet, you know, male to be the president. So now there's more opportunities, and now it's more of a common thing. And who the hell knows? All I know is it's not staying like this. It's not. There's no way that it's staying like this. Let's all just work together to try to make it as pleasant as possible.
Yeah.
I made a joke about George Santos I said that 2028, he'll be the first transgender GOP presidential nominee. And then the slogan's going to be like, "Who's woke now, Dems? Who's woke now?" Because, right, he's like vague and, I think there's an agenda there.
I agree.
There's always an agenda.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
But now our molded leaders need to take into consideration public opinion. They get an instant reaction from people. Mm-hmm. So they have to go along with that too. What an interesting dance to watch all of this happen together. Just as long as we all end up okay.
That's exactly it. It is an interesting dance, but it's bordering, dangerous.
But
if it's not dangerous already.
It already is dangerous.
Yeah,
this is just, you know what, let's just, the devil you know, the devil you don't know.
Yeah,
it's just,
right.
Whatever, let's... my children said to, or one of my daughters said to me one day, will there ever be another world war? And that's a tough. How do you answer that question? And this
you'd like to think no, but
this was before the pandemic and stuff like that. And how do you comfort a kid when it comes to that? I said. There could be, but probably not, because now we all rely on each other so much. Finance and politics and all that. The war, everybody needs each other enough. We're not going to see whatever it is coming. Right now, we're very distracted by all this bullshit of... we just went off on a rant I probably shouldn't have.
Shut up!
Jesus! We all need Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus. We're going to go with Jesus.
Fremder had his sexual peak when he woke up this morning. Johnny Lambros. Nick DiPaolo had the best line. If Don Lemon got AIDS, would it be called lemonades? Brian Paul. Their boobs peak in the 20s, and it's all downhill from there.
Not if you got a guy.
Peak in the 20s.
You can keep those things perky forever.
What?
So you could keep those things perky forever.
No, you could. Lambros, Mo mentioned if governors had a Comic-Con, comedy should have conventions countrywide, like how rock music has NAMM and sports have their conventions. A comedy convention. I don't know. Wouldn't that be the same thing as just a regular comedy show?
We can't get people to show up to open mics.
Yeah, right.
When is the New York Comedy Festival? Are they going to do that this year?
Not at Caroline's.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, the comedy festival, isn't that in the summer?
It's in November, I thought.
Is it? I don't even remember anymore. You know what? You're right. They just did it. You're absolutely right. It was in November.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to do that again.
Yeah, they do it every year.
Yeah, I want to know.
All right, so you should go.
Get
the Argyle Theater has been doing that.
Oh, word.
Don't comfort them. Tell them the truth. Tell them how you deal with the terror.
He's talking to you.
I realize that.
That's Andy Plajanos, who was there on Thursday.
You know what? All right, Andy. All right, game on.
How to deal with the terror? Oh my God, that's scary.
But Andy is, he is also a silly type person. So who knows where this is going to go?
He killed it the other night on Thursday. He killed it.
No, he's a good guy. I like
Andy's
Andy.
great.
I
Love
like
that
Andy
guy.
a lot.
All right, so I got another thing to talk about that you will identify with, Jules.
Wait, can I ask it?
Of course.
That wasn't Andrew's performed before. Why did he say thank you for my first show or something?
I don't recall him saying that.
He said
thank you for my first show.
Yeah, like
he said that at Long Beach the other day.
He texted me. He was like, "Thank you so much for putting me on my first show or something."
Oh, maybe the first show. It was your first show at the library.
Oh, that's what he meant. Because I was like, because I've never seen him before. I've never seen any of y'all.
So what made you pick who you picked?
Well, you just out of loyalty.
Oh.
Andrew, because I love your chemistry together. Laura, because I saw her here with the three of you.
Oh, nice. Look at this.
Hilarious. And Teddy, because it was Black History Month. Hey! Thank you! Is this thing on?
Didn't he actually say something like that?
Maybe.
I think he did.
Teddy's great. I sent him a copy of his performance, and I'll
did
get
you?
the whole tape. I only had one little snippet that my guy took, but
you should have brought. You should have sent it to me. I would have played it.
Teddy's?
Whatever you sent me, yeah. But yes, I would love to see it.
So what was the question?
So there's a news item that came out today. Must be a slow day in the news, which is always a good thing. But this story also makes me mad because to me this is just another scare tactic by the media. But the University of South Florida scientists said January was the second consecutive month that the amount of seaweed doubled, reaching 8.7 tons, which is enough to fill about 3,000 Olympic-sized pools.
Wow.
This is very rare in history, they said oceanography professor Chwanmin Hu about the rapid growth. All we can do now is keep a close eye on what's going on. Our beach could literally be clean at 8 a.m. and 3 to 4 hours later, a giant mat of sargassum the size of a mall will come in like the Blob, like a Stephen King movie.
It's not seaweed. It's the remnants of the balloon, the Chinese balloon that came down over the ocean. Wait, but who eats seaweed? Japanese people need to start making more soup.
Okay. It's not pleasant for swimmers. It really becomes
I don't see any big.
It really becomes a problem when it piles up in the mangroves and causes these dead zones. Yeah. It literally fills man-made canals coming right up in front of people's homes and surrounding docks.
Well, people need to find a purpose for it then.
But that's my whole point. Like again, a slow news day,
it's seaweed.
And then
it's
must
be good for something.
This is just another way to scare people, like to throw in, this is right out of a Stephen King novel, to say it's going to come up right to your homes. This is just a way to scare people.
Right, the creature from
Like,
the Black
The
Lagoon.
This made me
seaweed
mad.
is going to creep up on the golf courses of Boca Raton.
This stupid story. Because it's so stupid. It actually made me mad.
But they had to. What about the gators? Why shouldn't the gators be taking care of the seaweed?
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
They're too busy snatching children from Disney World.
That's right. Well, I can understand they want to shake it up once in a while. I'm sure the children, taste better.
Well, some smart person in Florida needs to just scoop it up and repurpose it in some way.
Exactly.
There's got to be.
I'm sure that they can make meth out of it.
Something. Yeah.
You stop that.
I did stop meth.
Right. It makes
I
you-
was never good at math. I'm an asshole.
Oh, what the hell, Brian Paul? Oh, I lost the signal up there. He says, I'm not looking forward to the increased smell of dirty vaginas. Brian?
Oh, well, don't buy your candles from Gwyneth Paltrow.
That's funny.
Why is that? What he thinks seaweed? What kind of?
Maybe they don't want to smell the smell of your dirty balls, your sweaty balls.
Increased smell of dirty vaginas.
The increased smell of dirty vaginas.
I don't have a problem with that, actually.
I do. But come on, if you got to be you got to take care of your lady. Like, seriously, ladies, if you have one, you just got to take care of it a little bit. Public decency. Like, why you don't fart on a packed subway.
Maybe seaweed could be used. Never mind.
Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle probably has a hard wick to light. From the sweaty balls. Yep.
Sweaty balls.
So, you guys have heard me a lot on this show talk about my friend Elio Pace, a musician in England. He does a Billy Joel show in England. He's been touring all over England, and he's now expanding throughout other parts of Europe. He's been kicking ass out there. I think I've talked about him with you. You're a big music person. So, Elio, I'm very excited for him because they've recently, his image has been put on shirts and being sold at certain concerts where the shirts are selling a lot, and it's helping this struggling musician named Billy Joel. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of him. Apparently at Madison Square Garden, Billy Joel just played Madison Square Garden last week on Valentine's Day. He played Madison Square Garden. And apparently there were people inside the garden and outside the garden selling Billy Joel shirts, but it was Elio's face. Now this is not the first time this has happened to him. He has his face, because he has a Billy Joel show in England. His face has been put on shirts many times, and it says Billy Joel on it. But now apparently it's even apparently not at the Garden, but where was it? He played in some other country. Billy Joel just played some other country recently or he's playing, or it's coming up or something, but like this giant billboard, digital billboard was showing the picture that I just showed you guys that says Billy Joel.
I didn't see a picture.
I showed them.
Oh. Well, I
So
didn't
Billy
see
Joel
it.
is friends with Elio.
No, they don't know each other at all.
That is very far away over there.
That's all I got. Or go on Twitch.
But he obviously approves of this kid doing
No, he didn't approve. This is just somebody's either mistake or these are like bootleg shirts that have managed to get into the Garden.
Somebody that works at the Garden thought it was a kick to.
Maybe it is some kind of prank. I don't
So
know,
now is
but
Billy Joel mad?
I don't know.
And this is a friend of yours?
Elio Pace is he's one of my closest friends actually.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
And he lives in Europe?
He lives in England. There was his he's been a musician his whole life, but he kind of blew up some years back. There was the BBC had a talk show where he was the band leader, kind of like Paul Schaefer to Letterman. So that was like his big thing that kind of brought him over the top. And he thinks Billy Joel is the greatest American songwriter ever. So he put together this show called the Billy Joel Songbook, and he goes around and he tours it, and it's a theater show. And he talks and explains, and he'll even give like little examples. This is why I think he's the best, and because he did this, and instead of doing this, he did this, and this song is so good. And he breaks them down, but he performs them, and then the latter half of the show is just like a concert. He just plays hit after hit.
Who am I looking up?
I don't know. Who are you looking up?
No, who's on the shirt?
Oh, Elio, Elio.
Elio, like the pizza.
I think the pizza's 2 L's. This is 1 L.
Elio. Okay, got it. Okay, go back.
Okay.
Go back to your rambling.
I don't know if you'll find the shirt, but yes, that's him. That's him.
Okay. He looks like John Butera.
There is a little bit of a Butera look to him. Yeah, I'll give you that.
This is it.
Yeah.
Is he?
Oh, who's calling?
I don't know.
You want to?
No, I don't want to. It might be one of my children. Why would I want to talk to them?
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a Butera thing going on there.
I'm just saying.
He's much better looking than Butera, though. Butera's scary. Nobody wants to look like him. I'm kidding. I always pick on John on the show. I don't know why I do that so much.
I want to look like John Butera.
Why?
Why not?
What?
I would blend in. I've never blended in my entire life. If I looked like John Butera, I could be just like everybody else.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Blend in with who?
Other Long Islanders who are Italian.
Is that your goal here? That's what you want to blend in with?
Yes, that is who I want to blend in with.
All right, so Johnny Lambros is not going to body slam you. He's just going to shave your head then, because Johnny, what's his name is bald.
Let him do that.
So if you want to look like Butera, Johnny Lambros will shave your head.
You want my head shaved?
I don't.
You want my head shaved?
I don't. I love your hair, but you said
I am renegotiating the terms of this.
You said you wanted to look like Butera. You said it, not me.
I figured I could just have like a fuzzy ass until
A fuzzy what? Ass? I'd rather you shave your head than have a fuzzy ass. What the hell is going on here? What happened? Oh, are you all right? Oh, is she laughing? Is that what's going on?
I think so. I think her fuzzy ass is itching her.
Okay.
Oh, that sounded kind of good.
No, I'm going to pull myself in professionally. This is a
Why? This is a professional
Because
show?
there's like 3 people watching us. Look, it's more of an audience than I had on my last podcast. So I'm here for you guys.
Johnny Lambros says, Billy Joel, I love his song Rocket Man. Fremder, instead of making candles that smell like vaginas, they should work on making vaginas that smell like candles. And then Lambros says, Fremder needs to stop doing acid in the daytime. And there's Johnny Lambros. Mo has great hair. I know, Johnny. I know.
Thank you, Johnny. I grew it myself. And that line always catches people off guard. I don't understand.
It does.
It always catches people
I find
off
myself
guard.
laughing every time you say it.
Oh, you laugh at everything I say.
All right. Well,
Kerfluffle.
I'm supposed to. Yeah, that was funny too. Yes.
See? Kerfluffle.
Yep. Now, where was the other thing I had? There was another story I had.
Oh, my God.
Actually, I got a few. I got a bunch of
This
stuff
is like
here.
the shittiest newscast ever.
Yes, absolutely.
It really is. Like, we're
Oh,
not even getting the
absolutely.
weather today. If Brian Paul was here,
The weather today,
we would be getting the weather.
it's almost 60 degrees out there. It's a little cloudy, but it's almost 60 degrees, which is really nice.
It's beautiful out today.
Yep. And it's beautiful in here because you two are here.
Aww.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's this.
Johnny.
What did he say now?
Nothing. He's
Oh.
just Johnny.
Oh, all right.
Johnny, you could be one of my favorite humans. You could be like one of my top 10 favorite humans.
Wow. I didn't know you and Johnny were close.
What's not to like?
I didn't say anything about not liking him. I just said I didn't know you were close.
I didn't know you needed to know that much in my business.
All right, you got me. You got me. All right, so.
Stop it, creepy Mick Stalker. Stop it, Joe Goldberg, that you don't understand because you don't watch You.
I don't. I've never even heard. You ever hear of a show called You?
Yeah, I only watched the first, like, just a little bit of the first episode and then dropped it. But I'm going to come back to it. It's definitely good.
I feel that way. Like, I watch, like, the first 2 episodes of, like, Lost and, like, you know, like, that's one of those shows that, like, I really want to pick up.
I want to watch it, like, in its entirety. Like, I'm going to watch Lost. I never watched Lost either. I never watched it.
One of my friends, that and Doctor Who, she keeps trying to get me to watch.
Doctor Who, that's like
sci-fi-ish and British-y.
That's like what?
Was that like James
Sci-fi-ish
Bond?
and British-y.
Doctor Who?
No, that's
Sci-fi-ish and British-y.
Sci-fi-ish.
Yeah, you're thinking
That's
of.
hard to say.
There is a. I know what you're thinking of, but I forget what it's called.
Doctor No.
Doctor No, I believe, was a.
Doctor
Bond
No,
thing.
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Sounds like an Abbott and Costello.
Yeah. Right.
You know, I was thinking.
Uh-oh.
Has anyone ever done a documentary about the Little Rascals? I was listening to your conversation the other day. You're like a big Little Rascals
I am a
guy.
huge Little Rascals guy.
And I never knew about all the crazy stuff
There's,
that happened.
you know, there are books, but no, I don't
Somebody
recall.
needs to do a
books?
documentary about that.
There's books about there. Oh, it was
There
not
are
a.
still books? They don't
Yeah.
go like this anymore?
Oh, I have books. I don't. There probably are the tablets and whatnot where you can
I've
go like
heard
that.
of these
Yes.
things. I haven't seen one in quite a while.
It has been a while.
Tell me more about these books.
Small words on paper.
Yeah, but I prefer pictures.
I prefer skywriting.
They yeah.
Bozy.
I prefer people just telling me stuff, but it's true. I did. I got to meet Spanky once, and I was like, I couldn't even. I was like, I don't get starstruck often, but Spanky was one of them, right? Spanky, Brian May from Queen, and a little bit with Mike Rutherford from Genesis and Mike and the Mechanics. I'm a huge Genesis, the music of Genesis. I'm a huge fan, but
I did that with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
yeah, you got starstruck.
Oh my God! I was like meeting my hero.
Really?
I got to attend one of his lectures at
nice.
the PAC Center at NJ PAC, and they had a meet and greet option. And I went, screw this! I'm gonna, for $200, I'm gonna go meet this man. And my daughter wanted to be an astrophysicist at the time, so I handed him a letter written by her.
Oh, nice.
And then I just was like, "Can I hug you?" And he tells me, "You will find I am a very huggable scientist."
That's what he said.
Yes, and he was huggable, and it was just a dream come
yeah.
true. And then just the other day, he put on Facebook about the Chinese balloon that it was indeed a UFO until they identified it. Then it became an IFO.
Identified flying object.
Okay.
I figured
Wow.
that one out.
Wow.
Yeah, but did he need to tell us that? Did we not know that already?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Somebody help me.
I watched a documentary yesterday about
Tornadoes. Tornadoes.
the tornado
The storm chasers.
storm chasers.
Oh, I got
okay.
an ex-husband that'll tell you all about what a disaster that is. Mother.
Did you used to go with him?
Yes.
I wonder if he was on the documentary.
I highly doubt it.
That's crazy, man.
No. I highly doubt it. No, it was a chapter of my life that I'm so good with never repeating. But I am a kick-ass driver. You have to, because he would be running the computer and I'd be driving. I'm making it out to be like we did a Twister thing. It wasn't, but snowstorms and, rainstorms and stuff like that. So stuff that's dangerous, but we did not get cows.
Okay. So it was just like he's not a scientist.
No. He is definitely not a scientist.
Just for your own.
No, it was not for my own pleasure. It was, he waited until we had 2 kids too. It's like, oh, let's just go. Like, we're gonna go storm chase things. It's gonna be great.
He's kind of like a scientist.
No, he's just a douchebag. Just I don't look. I would love to sit here and tell you all the fantastic story of the circus fire that I escaped from in my previous life, but that is for a different day.
All right.
Maybe I'll do a one-woman show.
Ooh.
Yes, if I wrote an autobiography, it would be I Wouldn't Believe Me. I'm going to talk about this. Yours truly is a suspect in a burglary. I don't know if I've been fully dismissed, but oh, please, the cops and the drug deals, and it's crazy.
There should be, yeah. You should do a one-woman show.
I like Jennifer Lopez should play me in a movie. It's that action-packed. My story.
Jennifer Lopez. Where did that come from?
I don't know. She did a whole. She for a long stint. She did abused women roles. You know.
I am one of the minority that does not find Jennifer Lopez attractive, and I'm not a fan of her work. I don't like her.
Okay.
You don't like dancing? You don't like watching someone dance?
Her halftime show with Shakira a few years ago, I thought was great.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that, and that's probably one of the only things I like of her. And I don't think she's that attractive. I don't. I'm just weird that way.
Yes, you are. I'd hit it. Would you hit it?
I think she's really pretty.
See?
You would hit it,
And
you said. Huh?
talented. I liked her when she was a fly girl.
Me too. In living color.
She's still fly. I don't know what the hell she's doing with
Jenny
Ben
from the
Affleck, though.
block. Why not? They're all nuts. They're all nuts. Good. Let them
Ben
keep
Affleck
it.
is like a douche. He's a douche.
Yeah, he's a douche.
He's from Boston.
Yes.
Nothing good comes out of Boston.
Yeah.
Your cousin from Boston.
No, that's where the hookers come from. I'm thinking of one in particular.
Yeah, a little inside joke there with Mo.
Come to my one-woman show. I'll explain it.
So, well, yes. To answer your question, yes, the Little Rascals. Yeah, they had a hard time. They had a very hard time. They
very ripe for somebody to do a documentary.
yeah, they were not treated well. Most of them died at a very young age. Spanky, one of the only ones that had a normal life. Stymie had a life of drugs, although he stayed kind of active.
So is
but
Spanky still alive?
no, Spanky's been dead
Damn it. So who's gonna
30 years,
do
92. I think there's still a handful left. I believe
J-Lo is a dog.
J-Lo is a dog,
I don't
says
know whose name that is.
Flex Cadet, 63. That's, Flex. Dennis, is that you, Dennis? I forget. Forgive me. I forget. I'm so
Fix
bad.
it!
I gotta.
You
oh,
broke
my
it
goodness.
again. Look at those people.
Oh, it's Felix. Sorry, Felix. Chef Felix.
Chef Felix.
Chef
Okay.
Felix. Our pal, Chef Felix.
He's not my pal, but now he should be.
Of course he is. Oh, my goodness. Fremder. I knew J-Lo was a whore when she got A-Rod. Ha ha. Get it? A-Rod. All right. So.
We don't talk about A-Rod. No.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So here's another thing I wanted to talk about that I'll share with you guys.
Not A-Rod.
No, not A-Rod. At 93 years old, Rita Malone, now 95, came up with a solution to improve her experience using a walker. Not me, like a walker. She came up with the Walker Squawker. I had just started using a walker for the first time in my life, and I wanted to invent something that would help me remember to use it. The Walker Squawker is a realistic bird that perches atop walking devices. According to a September press release from Ageless Innovation, the parent company of Joy for All, which produces the Squawker Walker, the device will sing and play songs as older loved ones move along, ultimately providing joy and fun through playful sounds, interactions, and companionship. Not only are the Walker Squawkers cute little fellas, they serve a purpose. The Walker Squawker is a great companion for anyone using a mobility device. With a look, feel, and many different sounds that simulate a real bird species, it is sure to keep you company and brighten your day. So she wanted to invent something that would help her remember to use her walker. the fact that when you get up, you're going to fall down because you're not holding onto a walker? Maybe that would be a reminder.
Gravity would be a good reminder.
Yeah,
gravity would be a really good reminder.
Yeah.
Like get a nurse. Just get a nurse.
Or she's got some kind of a deal with Fisher-Price to take, like, the toddler toys that they already have, like the walkers for the toddlers, and to make it just bigger person size, and everyone wins on this financially. I think it's time to buy stock in Fisher-Price.
All right.
I'm so sorry that nobody went with me on that. somebody in the comments, please tell me that you get. Somebody who has had a child, please tell me that you understand Fisher-Price things, the noise that they make as they move.
Oh, those things.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're gonna have to start taking ginkgo before I come on.
What's that?
It keeps your brain.
Oh yeah, there's no help in that. It doesn't work.
Well, at least you know your place.
I certainly do. So I think we asked before Julie got here. So you do say happy President's Day to people? Hey, how you doing? Happy President's Day. Do people do that?
I won't be doing that today at the library.
You will be or won't be?
Say it like this.
Yeah, right. What do you think about like car ads and stuff, or appliance stores or whatever? They'll use Abe Lincoln's face, George Washington's face, like, we're having great sales. Come on down for President's Day. Do you feel that's a bad thing, or like shouldn't we be respecting our presidents more, or no? Or you don't care?
Given that. No, I don't care. I don't care that George Washington's face is being used to sell cars today. I really don't. But because if we're going to discuss the commodification of our political figures...
You can't use big words like that in here.
Kerfluffle. But no. Given the solid antics that we have going on now, I'm not too worried about George Washington's image being tainted.
All right. Do you have any feelings on this?
I don't think it's disrespectful.
You don't care either. From the last time I got some old lady cooter, I beat her in the chest and then ran off with her scooter. Oh my, what the hell?
If you were riding her scooter, you wouldn't have to run.
There you go. Years ago, I was in a play.
I need Andy in here with. I need Andy here. I need someone who could.
Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, Andy's always with us, just like Jesus. Always with us.
Did you just compare Andy to Jesus?
Doesn't everybody?
Well, I mean, one of them does make wishes come true.
And the other one's Jesus. I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Mo's going to kick my ass.
I won't have to. Jesus.
Yeah,
will.
true. Speaking of old lady cooter and beating her in the chest. Years ago, I was in a play. One of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I was in a play, right? And the audience was... We weren't on a stage. The audience was on the same level as us. And there was a scene where the director, the main character's having an argument with somebody, and then he has to run off, right? But for this particular venue, there was no exit, so that would be stage right. There was no exit stage right. There was only stage left. And for whatever reason, the director didn't want him running out stage left. So he said to him, there was a center aisle. You had seats, and there was a center aisle. So the director said, run down the center aisle and then run out the exit. He's like, okay. But in the center aisle was an old lady in a wheelchair. So she's sitting there. This guy, and it was a play, but it was almost like, I don't know how to explain it, but all the other actors, if they weren't in the scene, they had to sit in a chair on stage. So we're always in front of the audience, but we had to, we couldn't just sit there hanging out watching. We had to sit there just looking straight ahead, very serious. And then when it's time for us to do our thing, and then we go back.
You had to be professional?
That's the word. Thank you.
Okay.
So he does the scene. He yells at the guy, and he turns around to run down the center aisle and leave, but he runs right into this woman. And I swear to you, this is true.
Like he didn't see her? Did she come out of nowhere?
His back was to her, so when he turned around to run out, he didn't know she was right there.
How could you...
I'm telling you. I swear to you, this is true. he was kind of, so if the audience is here, he wasn't fully, it wasn't full back, but it was kind of tilted, cheating this way, but it was still enough that he didn't see her. So when he turned around, he went right into her. I'm telling you, and he ends up on her. The wheelchair goes all the way back, like her head comes like within an inch of hitting the floor, and he's on her like this. And then it just sprung right back up, and then he just turned around and split. And I'm sitting there. There were little kids right in front of me in the front row, and these kids were crying. They were laughing so hard, and I blew it. I was crying. I was the worst. Oh, it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. It was hilarious.
Not to bring the dose of realism into this, but how was the poor lady?
Oh, she was fine. She was fine.
She bounced right back.
What play was it?
It's probably the greatest.
Macbeth.
Actually, it was It's a Wonderful Life. It was the guy playing George Bailey when he tells Mr. Potter that he's a scurvy little spider. And then he ran out. But, yeah, it was probably the best thing that happened to that old lady in years.
I'm sure.
The guy was only in his 20s at the time, so she had a nice young man.
If he was a Chippendales dancer, he would have lifted her up, a chair and all, and had do the pizza thing with her. Seriously, when I'm an old broad, I need someone to do that for me. I need someone to just get a legion of hot, buff young men. Just when I'm old and like fragile, like the kind that like if they drop me, I'm gonna break kind of deal, and I just want to be tossed around like a flippin' cheerleader.
You are a freak.
She's setting goals.
Then yeah, and God bless her for that. She knows what she wants.
Yeah.
Johnny Lambro says, "Okay, Chris Brown." I don't know.
For the punching with the chest.
Oh, I didn't put that together.
I got you, Johnny. Johnny,
good.
That's why. We gotta, thank God, you, me, and Andy. We'll be good. Not this guy. I don't.
I am a little slow today. I am slow today. Well, true. I am a little slow, period. Hello, New York girl who's saying good morning, and we're just about to leave. Fremder, oftentimes that ends up with a box cast. I don't get it.
Well, I assume box like vagina.
Yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad today.
Mo's on it.
Yes, she is.
I know my boxes. Yeah.
She got a fuzzy box.
No, just a fuzzy ass.
Fuzzy ass, right. All right, it is just about time for us to go. A cast on the vagina from being 80 years old and thrown around by a bunch of men. Yes, they figured it out there, Andrew Fremder, because I didn't. All right, so thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. So when does the open mic start?
What month is this? The third Thursday in
March?
March.
Oh, what?
March. The third Thursday of every month.
Starting in March.
Moving forward, starting next month. Yeah.
All right. And you are enjoying the kids?
I am enjoying the children.
Get your ass back on stage soon. That fuzzy ass. Get that fuzzy ass back on stage
For
soon.
my one-woman show.
Or maybe we'll see you Thursday for a little while for some slamming. And some shaving.
It's going to be a magical episode of the Knock 'em Dead comedy
It'll be
podcast.
memorable. I will tell you, there was a girl in here once that showed us her boobies during. There's been plenty of girls in here, but one that showed us her boobies during the show.
Only one?
Yes.
Wait, did she show you both boobies or only one boobie?
Both. She lifted her shirt up. Not in front of the camera. She got behind the camera.
Howard Stern. All right.
Yeah. I'm just throwing that out there.
I knew that this was a classy joint.
Yeah. I don't know what joint you think you're in. So what's going on? All right, so this weekend, hey, go to govs.com and get yourself some reservations to some great comedy shows. If you want to see Adam Ferrara, if you want to see Carl Okerson or Dan LaRocco or Steve Rocco Perillo or Joe Cravella, Jeff Goldberg, who came to the show last Thursday.
Those are a lot of fantastic comics.
Is she awake over there?
I heard you.
Pamela Roth, Harry Friedman, JoJo Collins, Debbie Baza, Eric Newman, Andy Pitts. Head over to one of the 4 stages at Governor's, and you'll see any of those comedians, or you'll see some. Those names will be appearing on our stages this weekend.
I vote Carla.
Friday night I'm going.
To see Adam?
I don't know whoever's playing in here.
Adam Ferrara.
Yay.
He is fantastic. I'm a huge fan of Adam Ferrara. Saturday night, everybody, right in this room, me and Don Sill are returning for Live from Governor's Green Room. We haven't done one in, feels like years. Yeah. We're pretty confident we can get Adam Ferrara in here. So we're going to be in here that night. We're going to try and get him in.
Are you going to lure him in?
That's what we do.
You're going to put like a carrot on a stick out there?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's exactly what we're going to do.
It's a lot easier if you just flash them. The tit lady had a better idea with that.
Well, yeah, I think I would need a lady to lure him in. He doesn't want to see my tits.
Well, he doesn't have to. He could just rewind the show.
And that would make him run the other way. Yeah, so go to govs.com and make some reservations to some great shows and see one of those great comedians on one of the Governor's stages this weekend. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. We got shows coming up. We're coming up March 4th, I believe it is. We'll be at Peppercorns in Hicksville. We got a bunch of stuff coming up. May 10th, back at that meatball place. Check us out. knockemdeadcomedy.com. And that's it. Today is Monday. We got Steve Squared coming your way tonight at 6:30 on the YouTube channel. There is no flip tracks tonight. Then we'll be back here tomorrow for Tuesday Trivia. Hugh Murray is scheduled to be here. Hopefully he can make it in. And I believe he's bringing his girlfriend. So we're going to talk to her and find out what goes on in their bedroom. No, we're not doing that. Hershey and the Keegs return tomorrow night. They are celebrating their 1-year anniversary of their show. That was one of the shows that was supposed to be on last week, but due to the issues we had, we couldn't do it. So they'll be here tomorrow night. So there you go. Lots of cool stuff going on here. And we thank you guys for hanging out with us. Karen says goodbye. Fremder says carrot on a stick used to be my stage name. Fremder says the bumps on areolas are Braille for suck here. Don't encourage Fremder.
See, this is somebody who writes jokes because they don't have experience with it. Fremder's never touched a boob. How does he know?
He is married.
I don't care. He's totally never touched a boob.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right. Speaking of great areolas, thank you, ladies. Always fun when you two guys are here. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Tone.
Jules, Carrion, Mo Meltz, and Fremder says, boobs touch me. All right, we're out of here. Everybody have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hang on. Don't say anything bad. I'm not off yet.
Anything bad, I'm not off yet.
My goodness. We're out. See you later.